We have showered. We have changed clothes. We're back from the brink. We are back to humanity. We have high-speed internet. We have all of the things that are required in order to do a silly, silly stream about trivia. Not like yesterday, which was a little slapdash, but we made it work around a fire pit.
We also checked each other for ticks.
Yes, and I have developed some new ones. Is that's not what we were doing?
That means.
Oh, all right. Just I was just nervous. So we have a first already. Look, we've already got somebody. Melissa has joined us, as has Karen. Karen comes in second, though. Maybe next season.
Second first.
Maybe next season we have some descending order. What do you think?
Like a 3, 2, 1?
Yeah. What do you think about that?
Okay.
That way people can should we do it though? Should we make them have to get it correct?
You actually have to say second and be correct in order to get the 2 points.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay, that's pretty fun.
I'm in.
Thank you, Melissa. We appreciate it. There was a lot of trying to figure it out as we go, but I think it went pretty well. We had a couple little dropouts, obviously, trying to do it through OBS. That didn't work. And then for some reason trying to do it through Restream just directly.
And we just had to swear an oath and be like, if it doesn't work this time, we're just not going to do it. And then it was like, all right, already, I'll be good.
We threatened it. That's what it was. But it was a great day. We cut down some trees earlier today and made some firewood from dead trees that were leaning that would have been dangerous for people. We started laying out the foundation for the shed. It's going to be an 8x16 shed. And we put the blocks that are going to be the foundation piers. We put them about where they're going to be. There's going to be some more finagling. We thought we'd get a little further along than we did, but sometimes it's hard because you're out in the woods and you really just want to sit in a rocking chair.
Some of us ate oatmeal.
Yeah, you had oatmeal. That you enjoyed it quite a bit.
I made overnight oats for the first time.
We had storms blow through. What we've learned is in Moorfield, West Virginia, they have no idea how to actually predict weather. Because at one point, Septic is hosting. Thank you. So at one point, our forecast said that there were going to be storms. And then as we got closer to the day, it said nothing. No storms, no rain. It's good. And we were like, this is awesome. We're definitely doing it. And then we had storms and rain. So there's no prediction. We just have to go out there and fingers crossed it'll turn out well.
I made overnight oats with cinnamon and some blueberries. And then I had made these sort of candied walnuts. And so I sprinkled some of those on top to make it crunchy.
I also got Tic Tacs that are Coca-Cola flavored. I didn't know that was a thing. It tastes
just like Coca-Cola. It's really weird.
It's super weird. But yeah. I'm not even a huge Tic Tac fan, but I was like, all right, I don't know what these are. I will give them a try.
Look, we have an advert for my stream.
Oh, where's this? I'm here. Was downloading a game that Caitlin turned me on to with her awesome channel that you can find at Princess Fussy Pants.
Thanks, Danny.
You'll see it. It's in the chat here. In the stream. Let's see if I go over there. Look at that.
Excuse me.
That's her name on stream. There it is. If you want to go to her stream.
Overnight oats, basically, Septic is you take oats. So I did steel cut oatmeal because that's what I like. And you put it in whatever dairy product you want. It could be almond milk. It could be milk. It could be cream if you want it to be.
Sure.
And you add seasoning.
Could be motor
oil.
oil.
Said to add honey. I didn't add any honey because I thought that would be weird when it got cold. And then you stick it in the fridge overnight. And it makes the oats less so they're not crunchy and raw. They soak up the moisture so they're more squishy.
Mm-hmm.
They suggested with the steel cut oats to do it for 2 nights and they'll be less chewy. I thought they're good.
Yeah, I think it worked out really well. Trey has joined us. He was over on the land with us. He was our time
Oh my god,
lord.
You guys. Big news.
Yeah.
Very big news about Trey.
Oh, hear it out, everybody. Here's the chance.
Trey got his t-shirt.
Yeah! After 2 months. He was like one of the first winners, I feel like.
Steel cut oatmeal, what are you on about? Irish steel cut oats. That's what I prefer. Instead of rolled oats.
I feel like Trey got the second t-shirt.
Yeah.
Is that right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
So that
we
was...
have seen Trey, and we have not given him his t-shirt.
So that was like 90 days ago that he won a t-shirt.
You're welcome, Trey.
And now he's finally gotten it.
And he's never going to take it off.
Septic says, steel cut oatmeal, what are you on about? He doesn't know what that is either, huh?
Yeah, it's like when you get oats off of the...
Oh, I have a theory. Hold on, before you say that. Do you know what oatmeal is?
When you get oats off the plant, it's like a seed.
Yeah.
And if you chop them up, that's steel cut oats. If you take those chopped up ones and you roll them in between two hard things and roll them out, that's rolled oats or old-fashioned oats, same thing. And then if you take those and blanch them a little bit and then dry them out again, then you can cook them again, and that's quick oats. Quick oats are bullshit.
Quick oats. We have 10 people. I don't know if they're real people yet, but there are 10 at this moment. And these are questions from last week when we couldn't do the show. So I kind of just want to do them. So I'm going to do the little intro-y stuff and let people know who are here what to do. And then if we still have more than 10 people, 10 or more people, then we will get going. So simple. This is really easy, everybody. We're going to ask you questions. You're going to have 60 seconds to answer them. And then we are going to take a look at your answers. And if it is correct in that time frame, you get a point. If you're the first one to get it correct, you get 2 points. It's a bonus point. All right, so that's the basis of the game. If you think no one's going to get it right because Sundays are particularly hard, you can throw a Karen into the chat. That's just saying the word Karen or the name Karen in the chat, and you're saying, I'm betting that no one's going to get this right. And if no one does, you get a point. But if anyone gets it right, you lose a point. So it is a gamble, but you also don't need to know anything, which is pretty cool. Let's see. What are other things? Oh, so today, Melissa got the first point of the game by being the first one into the chat that said the word first. So what you have to do that is probably subscribe or follow the show, turn on your alerts so that it lets you know your notifications. So it lets you know when we go live, because it's at 7 o'clock every day, but sometimes it's a little early, sometimes it's a little late, sometimes it's dead on. So to get that first point, you're probably going to want to be able to get that notification. And then let's see, last but not least, you can also get points for hosting the show over on Twitch, which you may have seen a little bit earlier. We had an alert with a little dancing penguin. That was Septic hosting the show. So if you're on Twitch and you don't know how to do that, you need a Prime account, apparently. And then Septic can teach you the ways. He knows all of the secrets. Caitlin could probably do it too. There you go. Look at that. Trey just did it. It can't be that hard, right? Because old people are doing it. What? Oh, I'm not supposed to say it. Just that's supposed to be my indoor voice.
Indoor voice.
Okay, my inside voice. Okay, so
I did not grow up with Mapo. I grew up with cream of wheat.
All right.
Gunter the penguin dances for us.
Gunter. So if you see that little thing that goes up, you're going to get a point for that. If you see one that comes up here, that means you've shared publicly on Facebook. If you share publicly on Facebook, then you also get a point for each unique share. So like once to your profile, once to a public group, things like that. However, if you want to post it to someone in particular, don't post it through the share button. Instead, just @ them in the chat there, and we'll see you giving them a shout out and make sure that you get a point for that as well. We are back down to 9. Oh, see, I was concerned that maybe we had a fake 10. And there is a chance that there is a fake 10 happening right now.
Now we're down to 8. I
Burned
burned the crap out of the inside of my mouth while we were camping. I got to eat s'mores. I don't know if U.S. people, I don't know if you've seen this picture going around of a s'more, but instead of being on a graham cracker, it's on a fudge stripe cookie. I had that. But the marshmallow was the marshmallow that had chocolate stuff in the middle.
Yeah. Oh, Melissa, such a funny story. Caitlin, you want to tell her the story?
Really funny story about all the things we forgot.
So funny.
I forgot the tinfoil to wrap our foil dinners in. So we had all the ingredients, like we had the smoked sausage and we had the vegetables, but
Yeah.
we couldn't make foil packets. Luckily, Tina brought extra hot dogs, and so we just had a hot dog.
Yeah, it was fine. And I forgot to get the to charge the battery thing that allows us to pump up the bed, but one of our other camping mates, Peter, had one just like it, so we borrowed it. So no huge deal
What else?
there.
We forgot something else too. Tent stakes. We forgot tent stakes.
We didn't purposely forget tent stakes.
I really think Peter had all of our tent stakes.
Did we take them back?
Yeah, no.
No, we gave them back.
I gave them back to Peter.
Okay, so we'll have to go do a tent stake run at some point.
Yeah.
So yeah, we thought they were with the tent, but they weren't. But there was tons of tent steaks.
Yeah, Trey had a foil packet dinner that looked great. He had ground beef and spinach and onions and all pesto. It smelled amazing. It like instead of being like loose bits of ground beef, in the end it turned into like a meatloaf though. But it smelled so good. I'm gonna do pesto meatloaf.
Pesto meatloaf.
I'm gonna try that because I think you'll like that.
And then pillows. We didn't have pillows.
Didn't bring pillows.
Yep. Caitlin almost didn't bring a blanket because she looked at me with this like side eye look. I was like, we should probably bring a sleeping bag. And she was like, it's going to be so hot out there. And I was like, I really think you should. And then she spent all night all cozied up in it. So I won that argument. I definitely won that argument.
In clothes. I was cozied up in it. In clothes. Well, he reminded me that our house is set to between 70 and 73 degrees. That's Fahrenheit for septic.
Yeah. Or freedom units.
Freedom units. And the land was going to be 68 degrees.
Yep.
And in our house, I sleep with a blanket.
Yeah. So that seemed like an obvious choice. It is 7:15 and we have 9 people.
Okay, here, bear with me.
Yeah.
We started about 2 minutes late.
Okay, so you think we should have 2 more minutes?
2 more minutes. Oh,
okay.
Shit. There goes one of them.
That's 7:16. That's all right. So 9 minutes. We've bounced up above, but then...
Yeah, 73 degrees Celsius, you dead. That's true. But I would be warm and dead.
Yeah.
Oh, 11.
We're at 11. Let's see if it sticks. We'll see if it's how many show of hands, how many people are on multiple different websites.
We're going to know. We're going to know by how many people are actually answering questions.
Mm-hmm.
Bastard.
77, you live in a sauna? Hey, Danielle.
Hi,
That's
Danielle.
my Aunt Danielle has joined us. Jumps on Facebook to boost numbers. I see what you're all up to, folks.
My house is just house temperature. Nice.
All right. You know what? It looks like it's staying steady at 11. That's one more than 10. How do we feel?
It's 7:17. I guess we'll just do it.
Yeah, let's do it. All right. We're going to make it happen, everybody. But we need everybody, just so you know, to help us out and let people know about this show, because it's not always going to be like this. Sometimes it's going to be a little more difficult to get those numbers if we're so close, right? All right, I'm going to share the show as well. I forgot to do that. Did that happen on my timeline? I don't know if that happened. Yeah, it did. Okay, cool. All right, so everyone, let's do this. Somebody else shared too. I saw that. Trey looks like he shared, and Emily. Thank you guys for doing that. All right, so let's do this. Let's just make it happen. 11 people on. Hopefully it will go up from here. So let's start with question number 1. Oh, Craig has shared.
Patrick is now hosting the stream. Thanks, Patrick.
Emily just yelled across the house and was like, Patrick, sign on! We need one more person! I'm pretty sure that's what just happened.
Question number 1.
All right, question number 1.
What mammal has the shortest known gestation period with an average of just 12 days?
Muppets.
Muppets.
Yeah. You can make a Muppet in 12 days.
You can make a Muppet in 12 days.
Well, like, Imagineers can make Muppets in 12 days.
Yeah.
I feel like that's fair.
Koalas.
And you can make Muppets of mammals, so that's what I'm sticking with. Definitely Muppets. Let's hope to God it's not blue whales.
Oh, God.
Because if they're popping out every 12 days, it's going to be so crowded.
The shrew, the pygmy mole rat, rabbits, possum.
We're going to change it up and go whale walking.
A possum is a very different thing in Australia to in the U.S. It's very interesting.
Well, there's two things, aren't there? There's an opossum and a possum, isn't there? I feel like that's two different animals.
How long it takes to make a baby, Septic?
What's gestation?
Really?
Oh, you sweet, sweet boy. Oh, so, all right, your parents haven't given you this talk yet, but we're going to do it here.
No, we're not.
It's very important that you know this. So sometimes
Opossums live in North America while possums live in Australia and other countries. Both animals are marsupials, but possums more closely are related to kangaroos.
Yeah. Yeah, they're two different things, and a lot of people don't know that.
Let me show Keith.
A mirror.
This is a possum.
Yeah.
Look at it. It's so cute. It looks like a tiny wallaby squirrel.
It's like a rat squirrel. Wallaby.
And an opossum looks like that, but mangy.
Right. Yeah, no, it's...
But they eat ticks and stuff. They're very important.
We should get one just to get all the ticks. Yeah. All right, so there you go. Let's see. They're cute in Australia and much smaller. That's something else. Let's see. Is what Trey said. Also spelled differently. Possum and opossum are two different animals. That's right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Different things. They are different things. So we got lots of guesses.
Nasty, Trey.
Yeah, everybody's nasty. Everything's nasty.
They're cute.
All right, so let's go on to the answers here. So we've got koalas. Septic is the first one to guess koalas before he realized what gestation meant, which is an odd way to do this. So Melissa was the first with opossum. Craig is the first with the luckiest of all the mammals, the shrew. Patrick says the pygmy mole rat. Oh, Michael Barbine has shared the show. Thank you, Michael Barbine. Let's see. Trey
rabbits.
Smiles first one with rabbits. Trey first one with possum, which is different. We've got some more mouse, rabbit, mouse. But yeah, so those are all the ones, I think. That's the difference.
Emily says I should have said trash panda.
Trash panda. That's a raccoon. All right. So what is the correct answer?
We also have snake antivenom thanks to opossums.
Really? I didn't know that.
They're not vicious. They just want to be your friend, Trey.
Mm-hmm. And probably eat you. What did, I'm curious, why do we have antivenom because of opossums? That's very interesting. All right. So what is the correct answer?
The answer is opossum.
Opossum. Will you take possum?
I will assume that they meant a possum, and I will take it.
Yeah, rather than opossum?
Yes.
So it is, but wait, is it possum?
The more we say opossum, the more I realize this is a really weird word.
Yeah. Is the answer opossum or possum?
The answer is opossum.
So if they say possum, you said they were saying a possum, but that's also wrong.
But
right?
It's Sunday.
Which is the hardest day.
And I'm feeling generous.
All right. Well, you are the quiz mistress, so you get to make these.
A lot of people don't know those are different animals.
Well, they should freaking learn it.
Okay.
This is a learning opportunity. If
See,
you go,
Emily didn't know.
If you go easy on them, they won't learn, Caitlin.
Okay.
Barbara wants to know if you chew gum.
No.
No? I chew gum sometimes. It's been a while since I've chewed gum, I think. But
it is Monday where septic is. That's true.
All right, so it looks like, let's see, who was the first one to get opossum?
Melissa.
It looks like, yeah, Melissa gets the 2 points. Everybody else, if you did possum or opossum, apparently you're going to get a point. Old Softy here is feeling generous.
Old softy.
Yeah, exactly. Let's go to question number 2 before you realize what that means.
Who was Bette Midler's piano player before she went solo?
There you go. So that is, who was the wind beneath Bette Midler's wings in terms of piano? That's what we need to know. We've got 60 seconds on the clock. I know they're officially opossum, but everyone I know growing up called them possums. Yes, but then they were referring to the wrong animal.
They were referring to the brush-tailed possum, which is native to Australia. And it's really cute.
Busy opossum non-wood. Build your dam and make your puppies. What?
Michael Barman's on drugs.
What does that have to do with gum? That's what I'm confused. Oh, I see. It's a possum poem.
Since we have 19 people watching.
That's the last line of his possum poem.
Okay.
Yeah. So the whole possum poem is busy opossum non-wood. Build your dam and make your puppies. Do you chew gum?
Got it.
I feel like that's got legs. I feel like that's going to go somewhere.
Hi, Dan Wolf.
Dan Wolf has joined us. We're up to 19 people. We made the right choice, everybody. This is good. Well,
Danny Elfman.
Apparently, we just need to move the show to 7:30. That's what the key is. All right, moving to the chat because time is up. Washam Possum. All right, we've got the first person to get this correct is, or not correct. The first person to guess Barry Manilow is Smiles. Then Darth Plagueis. Plagueis. All right. That was Septics. Danny Elfman, it looks like, says Patrick. First one to get that one. Victor Borgia. Is that what it is? Borgia? I forgot how to say that. He's like the comedian piano player guy. I know that Trey would know how to say it. I just know that for a fact.
Damn it, why can't we be with Trey tonight?
And let's see. Going for style points, even though I have no sense of humor. Borga. Okay, Borga. That seemed right, but it looked, that sounded right in my brain, but then I was reading it and it didn't seem like it was going to be right. So yeah, Emily made an Oingo Boingo reference. Or sorry, Patrick did. Did you see that?
Danny Elfman?
Mm-hmm. He is a member of Oingo Boingo. Oh. He also wrote the music for Nightmare Before Christmas.
Oh.
Yes.
Is he related to Jenna Elfman?
I don't think so. I don't believe that is the case. All right, so that is it. Those are all the answers. What is the correct answer?
Barry Manilow.
Barry Manilow. So, all right, so it looks like Smiles was correct. I accidentally said that not knowing, but that is the case. So, so Smiles gets the 2 points. Everybody else who guessed Barry Manilow and the time allotted gets a point. Does Emily get a style point for Johann Sebastian Bach?
Sure.
All right, there you go. He also did Jack's singing. Yes, that is also true. He did some other things as well. I want to say some of the other music for Tim Burton movies. I think he also did. I feel like that's the case. Yeah, there you go. Traces a lot of Tim Burton's movies. Also, the theme to The Simpsons, I believe. I think that's true. Someone fact check me. I believe Danny Elfman also wrote the theme to The Simpsons, which I think is a cool factoid. What
Put your finger back over here.
What are you doing? Why are you gonna bite me? Why are you biting me? Why?
It's rude to point.
Oh, all right. Somebody fact check. Let's see.
Craig said he did.
Oh, he did. All right, sweet. That's a good tidbit right there. Right? That one's really crazy. You're like, what? It's so culturally important.
I like that Patrick is answering the chat and Emily is telling us what Patrick is answering in the chat.
It's like Patrick saying it out loud.
We get it, Maloney's.
As he's typing, and he's like, that is true. And then Emily's like, he said that's true. All right, that's great. Question number 3.
Two. In World War II, there was a group of people known as WASPs. What do the letters in WASP stand for?
There you go.
It's not White Anglo-Saxon Princess.
What?
Do not answer White Anglo-Saxon Princess.
That's not the right answer anyway.
How
It's-
Melissa, how do you like the orangey yellow that I chose? I went with slightly orangey yellow because if you just do yellow, it just looks like light. Yes, darling.
P is not princess. Yeah, that is not correct.
Okay.
You're thinking of, I don't know if it's offensive now, but Jap is what you're thinking of, which was Jewish American princess.
Yeah, you're right.
That's what
I
you
did
were
mix
thinking
those two
of.
things together.
Mm-hmm. And it is White Anglo-Saxon Protestant is what
Yeah,
WASPs
it's not that. That's not
used
the
to be.
answer. Even though that is what Craig answered. He
Oh.
didn't figure out that I said the first 3 words of what he was going to answer and said it wasn't right. So he was like, what if I just change this last word?
Yes. It's not princess. Okay, then it must be Protestant.
Yeah, it's not that.
You're trying to throw them off with that?
That's not a World War II reference.
Yeah, that is I think that came later, I feel like that was a 50s thing, but I could be wrong. I don't know. Time is up. Let's go to the chat and see what people came up with and how many people said White Anglo-Saxon Protestants.
That.
Over under, is it 3 people?
We have a serious boat problem this time.
It's one person answers, all people leave. All right,
And
so
you are all going to kick yourselves. And I'm going to laugh at you.
all right. Time's up over on Facebook as well. We have Craig starting with White Anglo-Saxon Protestant, which is not White Anglo-Saxon Princess.
That's true.
That is a fact. It is not correct, but it is also
so dead ass wrong.
yes. Let's see. Dan Wolf was the first to say women Air Force service pilots. All right. It looks very sunny in there. Yeah. It's kind of nice. It's very tropical here in the studio today. Let's see. It looks like everybody else went women Air Force service pilots. Oh no. Septic goes with Wehrmacht assault siege paratroopers. I don't know what a Wehrmacht is. But that's it. The most popular answer here is women air service pilots or women Air Force service pilots. Is either of those correct?
So actually the reference I had said women auxiliary service pilots.
Yeah.
But it looks like women Air Force service pilots is also right.
Ah, all right. So you were ready to bring down the hammer on folks, and it ended up actually being another acronym that was being used.
Bags made me Google.
It sucks, doesn't it? So it looks like Dan Wolf was the first one with that answer. So 2 points to Dan Wolf. And then Danny also gets a point. Trey went with women air service pilots. Is that close enough, you think?
I don't know. What do you think?
I think that if you're being nice about opossums.
Fine.
All right.
Emily answered twice. Emily's illegal.
Illegal.
I think the first answer was just correcting me when I was wrong.
No, yeah, I don't think she was guessing as much as saying.
Patrick is having a stroke of some kind.
Women's Air Fierce.
This
Octops. Oh, the one time you would think autocorrect would help you, and it has just left you out to dry, Patrick. Oh, my God.
Read below, though. Emily says, damn, now I know why Patrick can't spell. His keyboard on his phone sucks.
His autocorrect is just sitting there like, oh, that sucks. It was popularized in 1965 by Digsby Baltzell, who is a sociologist at the University of Pennsylvania. That is the WASP term, Danny. Is that what you're talking about? Septic hates autocorrect. He just left the room, so I'm manning both stations.
Now he's back.
Emily is doing both. All right.
Oh, Septic. We decided on my stream that Septic is going to write a formal letter of complaint to whoever invented autocorrect.
Oh.
With like times and instances of how it screwed him over. Like
the
on this day,
the sheer number of
in
ducks that
2017,
Hmm?
I told someone very angrily to go duck themselves, and that is not what I meant.
Would you like a Coca-Cola?
No,
Tic
they
Tac?
creep me out.
No? All right. I'm going to have some. Yeah, there's been a
I'm
lot
glad
of
I
ducking.
had the one that I had
Mhm.
because they really do taste like Coca-Cola. I don't think it would mix well with my cherry limeade.
Mmm. That took forever to get because the Sonic that's in Manassas is really badly
Hashtag
run.
worst.
Oh, takes forever. I don't understand how it's possible because it's not like they're not hand making that shit.
The amount of times when my phone autocorrects have a good day to have a hood day.
Why?
That's amazing. Have a hood day.
All right. So let's go on to question number 4.
Who was the first Christian emperor of Rome?
Who was? First
I'm not telling you. That's the thing. You're supposed to answer.
But just give me, if you whisper it to me, they'll never hear it.
Okay.
what is it?
It's none of your fucking business.
No, that's rude. If you had heard what she just said to me, you would be so offended. Every time my phone auto corrects fuck to duck, I just lean in with a duck.
Duck emoji.
Mm-hmm. I think we just officially change it over, right? I feel like that's what you just duck that guy. We need a whole set of words as I get older. I want to get like all swear words that aren't swear words. So that would be a good one.
Yeah.
I like shut the front door. That's a good one.
Yeah.
I like
What the French toast.
Mm-hmm. I've also been really proud. I coined the term or the phrase shut your whole mouth.
Yep, that was an autocorrect invention.
No, I made that up.
It was an autocorrect invention for me.
Oh, really? And so time's up. We're going to the chat to see what people go with. The one I thought about on the way to the land today is son of a mother. It's a combination of things that sound like they should be offensive, but it's actually just how procreation works.
I want to say Caesar salad, but I'm pretty sure it's Constantine. You're pretty sure the first Christian emperor of Rome is not Caesar salad?
Not a salad. The Caesar salad isn't even named after a Roman leader.
Emily has answered both Keith Richards and Jodie Foster.
No, that's good.
Emperor Penguin, says Craig.
I believe that the Caesar salad is named after a restaurant owner, maybe the Brown Derby or some hotel. But his name was Caesar, and he made it. So
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's not named after one of the rulers. All right, it looks like at the top we've got
Well, it says it was created in Mexico.
what, the Caesar salad?
I don't know. Scroll down.
Oh,
Nope, it was created in Mexico.
whatever. Nobody cares what you have to say.
Shut your whole mouth.
Shut your whole mouth. Patrick was the first one to say Constantine. Septic was the first to say Marcus Aurelius. Trey is the first to say Emperor Fabulous.
Style point.
Craig is the first to say Emperor Palpatine.
Style point.
Emily says first one to say Pope John Paul II.
Style point.
Let's see what else we've got. Emily also went with Thomas Morvello Riddle and Keith Richards and Jodie Foster. And then Craig followed up with Emperor Penguin.
You can't get 2 style points.
Mother Puss Bucket.
Yep.
That's
Son
it.
of a bacon bit.
Son of a bacon bit. All right, so Ian says, I'm here, Keith Richards. I've been trying to log on to Twitch and I've missed so many jokes.
Aww.
All right. Enjoying the Good Place swearing format. Forking shirt balls. Yep. That's a pretty good one. Let's Who got the correct answer?
The answer is Constantine the Great.
Are you gonna accept just Constantine, like Patrick said?
He was the first one.
All right, 2 points to Patrick. Hello, all 20 of you folks. If you want to participate, just throw the answer in the chat there, and you can get make-believe internet points that aren't worth anything, along with everybody else. We're here at 7 o'clock every night, and you can accumulate all of those points and eventually win yourself your very own
Fancy.
special edition T-shirt from Another Wasted Hour. Only one of these was made. It's different than all the others because it is upside down. See, it was printed. It's a misprint, so that makes it worth more. There's only one of those printed, just like that. It's super weird. And also, some other issues that it had in the factory, they put the neck hole on the bottom, right there. Yep.
Babe.
What? And the torso holes on the top.
Babe, you should turn it the other way around.
Yeah, so this is special edition T-shirt for whoever wins this week. Let's see. Istanbul, not Constantinople. I heard Emily's KR. Thanks, Emily. I've been trying to get through Twitch security checks for 2 questions now. Oh, no. All right, let's go on to question number 5.
Let's do that. What private eye hero did Raymond Chandler create? We only have 7 people answering. We have 8 people answering questions.
And 18 people, that means 10 people are watching around.
Well, now we have Ian.
Yeah. Ian says that Twitch can duck is sick.
Oh.
What? It's duck.
That's nobody's business but the Turks, Patrick.
That's true.
It's nobody's business.
It's been a long time gone, Constantinople. Inspector Gadget, Magnum PI, Daffy Duck Super Snooper. All right, lots of different answers coming in. This is good.
Oh, we have 10. I was wrong.
You have 10. Okay, so over half of the people are actually answering. The other half are being creepers.
Creeper.
We're on to you, creepers. Where do we think the
Ooh.
creepers are? Let's see. Only one person
Twitch.
over on YouTube. So it's definitely Twitch creepers.
Lenny Briscoe.
What's going on, Twitch creepers?
Lenny, the fact that your wife watches only Law and Order is showing, Patrick.
10 seconds left on the clock. Get your answers into the chat so that we can give you make-believe internet points that aren't worth anything. All right. So are there people just literally just have this on in the background? That's weird to me.
Barbine probably does.
Barbine might. That could be one. Opposed to those of us being
Yeah, but
being
you're
participating
actively
creepers.
answering questions. So
Yeah.
you counted in the answering question people category.
You're just creeps.
Yeah.
That's totally different. I disappeared because my copy editor sent me back my paper of commas. What?
So Danny's doing a paper and she wants to just submit it and be done with it and be like, I'm done with this paper. I hate it. But she has to wait for her designated copy editor / mentor to add commas because Danny doesn't believe in commas. So she needs someone to add commas for her.
Gotcha. Okay. What do you believe in instead? Are you doing like the what is it? Emily, the poet that did dashes.
Dickinson.
Yeah, Emily Dickinson. Is that how you rolled? You just put dashes everywhere?
Or do you just not pause when you speak?
You just run on sentences straight on through. We're taking the midnight train to Georgia. Everybody on board. It's the express. We're going to the end of this sentence, and you're coming with us. Let's see. We've got the bleeps, the sweeps, and the creeps.
Is time up yet?
Yeah, I think time's up because I can see it over here, and I've hit time's up. All right, so it looks like Ian was the first to say Inspector Gadget. Melissa was the first to say Magnum PI. Craig went with Daffy Duck Super Snooper. Dan Wolf says Marlowe was the first one to say that. Septic says Elias Prometheus. I don't know if I said that correct.
Elysius?
No way we're getting it. Patrick is the first one with Lenny Briscoe. And those are all the answers that we've got. What's the correct answer?
It's Marlowe, Philip Marlowe.
Philip Marlowe, and it looks like Dan Wolf came in first with that.
Good job, Dan Wolf.
Yeah, very nicely done, Dan Wolf. All right. Craig says, I use so much punctuation when I write it, it ends up looking how William Shatner speaks. Yeah, I'm not super great with commas either. I usually try to read it to myself, and just where I would pause, like for drama or anything, I'd be like, comma.
I see what you did there, Dan Wolf.
What is that?
He inappropriately used a comma when he was talking about the fact that he overuses commas.
Oh, all right. We should work together. I'm known to overuse commas frequently. Is that not right? That seems like it would be correct.
It's an unnecessary comma.
Really? Because it would like read that way.
It actually is supposed to say, I'm known to frequently overuse commas.
Right. But that's not correct, is what you're saying.
I don't think you need a comma there.
But
I'm an engineer, so hell if I know.
Yeah, I don't know. All right, so let's move up. Do you want to do points or do you not care?
No.
No, you don't care. All right. We're going to move on to question number 6.
Question number 6. What country has the highest per capita tea consumption?
Ian has a comment.
Comma, chameleon.
Yep. It comes
Dan
and
Wolf
goes.
is also an engineer. So we got a full lecture in my thesis class in engineering school. We were the last class that had to write a fourth year thesis to graduate undergraduate. And you had to take the class in 2 parts. So the product of the first semester was a proposal for your fourth year thesis.
Mm-hmm.
And the product for the second semester was the actual thesis. And the first semester professor went on this tirade about how none of us know how to use commas and we all suck at it and don't even try with semicolons because we're fucking ridiculous. And we're writing technical papers. We shouldn't be using semicolons anyway. And if any one of us should try to use one, he's automatically going to deduct half a grade from us. And he just went off one day. It was so bad. It was after our first paper that he handed back and we all thought we were going to fail it. And then he posted the curve for that paper and the average was a B. And I was like, wait, so we didn't suck at it. I don't understand why he's so mad.
Well, because the curve was terrible. That was the problem.
Maybe.
It was before the curve, everyone had F's and he was like, you're so terrible with commas.
He was
Everybody
specific
gets a
that
B.
he was not going to curve the grades. I guess every semester he would go on this tirade about how we all as engineers suck at commas.
Mm-hmm. Unless it's in code, then you're good.
It's weird.
All right. When I did my senior thesis in engineering school, I had to make sure I was writing with less than 20% passive voice.
We did too.
We would run the grammar checker.
We got points off for passive voice.
Ian says he had something up his colon. Well, I would say partially up, semi up his colon. All right, so there we go. We got all the answers in. Looks like the first person with an answer was Dan Wolf with India. Emily was the first with China. Craig was the first with America. Melissa was the first with Turkey. And looks like Ian was the first with England, which is Septic went with India. So that seems really bad for Ian. All right. So what is the correct answer?
Turkey.
Turkey. All right. Things I did not know.
Yeah, me neither. That's why I included it.
Things I probably also didn't care about.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
On the grand scheme of things, really didn't matter much to me. But that is interesting. I like that the Englishman didn't actually pick England.
Yeah.
It was well, it's definitely not us. All right, so let's go on to question number 7.
Number 7, how old was Orson Welles when he co-wrote, produced, directed, and starred in Citizen Kane?
All right, 60 seconds on the clock. Are we doing a closest here or not?
Yeah, why not?
Sure, all right. Feeling generous, it's going to be closest. So this means if the answer was 10 years old, and nobody were to guess the number 10, then if somebody guessed 9 or 11, they would both get a point, and then we'll just keep going out until we've hit the closest answer. So we'll see about that. Likewise, if you throw a Karen on this one, it means that you don't believe anybody's going to get it exactly right. Since somebody will get it right for closest, Karen is only if somebody gets it exactly right. Just a thought. All right, so we've got all kinds of answers coming in, and there's about 20 seconds left on the clock. How old was Orson Welles when he co-wrote and produced and directed and starred in Citizen Kane?
Damn it.
Yeah.
PJ Maloney says, Patrick Maloney says $1, which is like saying Karen.
Is it?
Yeah.
I fixed it so it says co-wrote.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Love
You think
man.
$1 is a Karen? No, I think he's going a 1. He's going for, right? That's what that is.
Okay.
Uh,
I'm sure Emily has explained how to Karen to Patrick.
yeah, I think that's the case. Danny says, my last paper for Intro to Bible got knocked off 2 points because the word Bible was not capitalized. My copy editor got upset. She got 2 points taken off her paper. Wow, that's pretty crazy.
She probably should have known that. Even I know that, and I don't believe in the Bible. So.
India has too much per capita. That's the problem. All right, time's up over on Facebook as well. It looks like a high of 25 and a low of 1. Is it somewhere between those numbers?
Yeah.
All right, that's good. So that means that, is it one of those? Is it 25 or 1?
Yes.
It is. Oh, I'm guessing he wasn't 1 year old when he did it. So is the answer 25?
Yep.
Wow, Danny got it. Lots of good guesses that were pretty darn close. But the answer is 25 years old. 2 points goes to Danny, and nobody else got that one. All right. Caitlin, I don't believe in the Bible. The Bible is a fiction book written in mythical stance with biases. Oh, all right. Well, that's not something you usually hear from somebody studying the Bible.
Not usually.
But I like it.
Next question.
I got yelled at on Facebook today for not capitalizing God when I was calling out someone for reposting a poem from Roy Moore. Caitlin got made fun of for having a mask on.
I did. First time.
How did it go?
I was in the ladies' room in a sheets, and there were two ladies
in West Virginia.
And there were two ladies in there. And I walked in, and I was waiting to use the sink because I really wanted to wash my hands, and because I had just come out of the wilderness. And the two ladies looked at each other after looking at me, and one of them goes, "Nice mask." Mm-hmm. Neither of them were wearing a mask.
So there you go. Still judging people.
And then a man physically ran into me in the sheets. So nobody really cares about keeping a social distance.
Good we had our masks on. Let's move on to question number 8.
Question number 8. How much longer is a day on Mars than a day on Earth?
60 seconds on the clock.
Nice face! Quote Caitlin, probably.
There's 60 seconds on the clock, but I just want to let you know they are Earth seconds and not Mars seconds. So just in case you're worried.
That's what I should have said, Dan. Except both these ladies could have taken me easily in a fight. So
I wanted her to just look over at them and say, I know it's just crazy, but I feel like I'm obligated to wear it ever since my grandmother died last month.
My grandmother didn't die last month.
Yeah, but it would be really, then they'd be like, oh, sorry.
I mean, it is true that I feel like I should definitely wear it because I've had literal cancer 3 times.
Right. But, yeah, it's funny how people who believe in like personal freedoms and stuff like that get grumpy when other people do personally free things. Oh, wearing a mask, sheep. And you're like, no, I've chosen to wear a mask. You choose not to wear a mask. That's up to you. I'm not going to follow you. You don't have to follow me. Whatever. One of us is probably saving lives.
I'm not trying to infringe on your liberties.
Yeah. That's fine. I don't want you to get hurt or nothing, but I mean, you're definitely not taking steps to try and save lives.
I had a lady follow me into a Home Depot parking lot and try to tell me that the CDC had recommended that healthy people not wear masks.
Oh, okay. Which I assume that's like the candy division company, or what does the CDC stand for in that case?
I like that there's a whole video, and I'm sure you guys have seen it, of this like comment session in Florida where people are walking up to a podium and telling the town people that they're mad that they're being compelled to wear masks. And the lady walks up and says, I don't wear a mask for the same reason I don't wear underwear. Some things gotta breathe. And then she just walks away.
It's funny that the All Lives Matter people won't wear masks to literally save all lives. Yeah, I know that there is some overlap. This always is a pet peeve of mine because I think sometimes we lump people together. So I think that, I don't know that is a fair statement in general, but I think there's some people that at least fall into that. And yeah, it's that I think it's a fair statement, but I also just hate it when people are like, they do it on like sports or something. Or like, yeah, when you're winning, all the Caps fans say this, but when you're losing, all the Caps fans say that. And it's like, I don't do that. So, or whatever it is. It's super easy to like lump one group in with everybody else that's like one of those two things. But yeah, I mean, I think the more important thing is the people who aren't wearing masks because it only affects people who have pre-existing conditions, and old people can't then put all lives matter because obviously they don't. The old people and the people with pre-existing conditions don't matter to you.
Yep.
So own that, I think, is the important thing. So the answers, again, I don't know if we wanted to go closest with this. That's up to you. But it looks like it's as low as 30 minutes and as high as 742 hours.
It is between those.
It's in between those. Okay, that's good. Well, the next ones up are 40 minutes and 14 hours.
It's between those.
And then we've got, let's see, the last thing, I think it's 90 minutes
Or
10 hours.
It's not between those.
Oh, is it one of those two?
No.
It isn't. Oh, interesting. So it is between 40 minutes and 14 hours.
Yeah.
But not between 90 minutes and 10 hours.
Correct.
Oh, what is the correct answer?
40 minutes.
40 minutes. Danny got it. Very well done, Danny. You got 40 minutes on the dot. 2 points for you. That's a tough one. It's not something that sticks in your head often. Hey, good evening, Rosellen. Thanks for joining us tonight. Cleaning, cooking dinner, not throwing people's belongings at them if they leave them out all over constantly. Well, that's showing restraint. That's not throwing things at people is good. All right, so we're on to question number 9, which I would say is the second to last question.
It's the penultimate question.
So I don't think we're allowed to say that word anymore.
I do whatever I want.
That's not your word.
That is.
Nope. I think that...
It used to be your word. Now it's my word.
Yeah, but I don't think we're supposed to say it anymore. I think we're supposed to say this. There's one more question after this question. So this is question number 9.
Question number 9. How many times have the Olympics been canceled?
The Olympics have been canceled. Well, let's see. I'm going to go with every time.
What'd you do with my cat, by the way?
She's right behind you.
No way.
Yep.
Hi, Muffin. How you doing? Come here.
She's rolling through the studio. I forgot to put the 60 seconds on, so people get some extra time. I believe that it's been canceled every single time and replaced with the Winter Olympics and the Summer Olympics. Is that right? Is that correct?
I'm not saying.
All right, so the answer might be every single time, just so you know. Are we counting all the ones before the Olympics was invented? Because they obviously didn't do it those years.
No.
What? They were kind of canceled. 10 seconds left on the clock, everybody. So make sure that you get your answers into the chat. We got a big spread of things. Some people seem very happy about this penultimate thing. And then there's penguins. It looks like the top is 5 and the lower side is 2 right now. Let's go to the chat and see who might have gotten it close. 4, the 3 times Trey mentioned, plus those like 800 years nobody did them. Oh, see, look at that. I think that's fair. There was an Olympics and they didn't do it for a while.
Hi, Loaf Cat. How you doing?
The Laugh Olympics was canceled once in the 1980s, says Ian. And then I assume, was that the last one? Because I haven't heard it coming back. All right, so time is up over on Facebook as well. Melissa was the first with 5. Septic was the first with 4. Danny was the first with 3. And PJ was the first with 2. Nobody did 1, so we were not able to launch.
Go.
All right, what's the correct answer?
3.
3! Ha, 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 ha. Danny gets 2 points.
The years 1916, 1940, and 1944.
Didn't they cancel it this year?
They postponed.
They postponed.
They're going to be in 2021.
Oh, okay. That sounds a lot like canceling the Olympics and having a new Olympics on a new year.
Yeah, but in 16, 40, and 44, they didn't try to postpone. They just said, fuck you, it's canceled.
Right, but I mean, what they did is postpone it until 2 years later, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of what they did. All right. Math is clearly not my strong suit, says Craig. All right. Did you count this year, says Septic? Nope,
No.
Did not. Rosellen says failed so hard. Why? Oh, damn, that's wrong. It's 3. You went with
She
twice.
said 2.
2 is not that bad of a fail. I'm just saying.
Where's my cat, Baloo?
Yeah.
Come here.
All right, so this is it. Last question of the night. Let's do question number 10.
Cat Baloo is doing the thing where she ignores me because I left her. Question number 10. What is the world's most northerly national capital city? Hey, Bubba.
Nope, she had nothing to do with us. All right, let's get the answers into the chat there.
Bubba. Come be Mama's friend.
In World War II, World War I, World War II, count the I's for cancels. Oh, and 2 in World War II. Gotcha. Emily says, I'm all about the Marble Olympics. You and Craig, very into the Marble Olympics. 4 years then, the games weren't staggered. Oh, okay, that makes sense. Yeah, they proposed. That's right. They postponed it for 4 years, technically. Let's see. We've got a lot. Oh, Craig says Santa's Workshop. Duh. Is that a capital city? I don't know if that's a capital city.
It's not a national capital city.
Yeah. North Pole, maybe? I don't know. Which I believe is just in Alaska. All right, 10 seconds left on the clock. We've got a bunch of different answers in. Danny has gone with a Karen, everybody, just so you know. So that's going to be tricky. Let's go to the chat and see what people came up with. Ian also went with Santa's Village. Maybe there's something to that I didn't realize. Looks like Melissa was the first with Oslo. Trey is the first with Reykjavik, which would obviously be Iceland. Oslo, Sweden, right? I believe that's correct. Moscow is Russia. Emily says whatever the capital of Iceland is.
Read this.
If I was right, but just too dumb to know Reykjavik, I'm going to laugh. Let's see. All right. Time's up over here. Another Oslo. Danny says Reykjavik.
Dan Wolf says that.
Or Dan Wolf. Yeah, sorry. Dan Wolf says that. And those are all of them. That's it. I'm trying to teach 73-year-old to email and Facebook? Reykjavik. All right. So there you have it. Those are all the answers for the final, not only the final question of the night, but the final question of the entire season. We're going to start a new season on Monday. So what was the correct answer?
Reykjavik.
Reykjavik is correct. Unfortunately, it looks like Danny's going to lose a point and Trey is going to get 2 points. First one to have that one. So that is how it ends, everybody.
How are we on shares?
Let's go check out the shares and see who else gets some points. I'm guessing that there's going to be a whole bunch of points for Mr. Barbine, who actually won the other night because of his shares, but wasn't here to accept the award, I don't think. I feel like that's the case. Emily gets a point. Trey gets a point for sharing on Facebook. Craig gets a point for sharing on Facebook. And Rosellen gets a point for sharing on Facebook. And then Michael Barbine gets 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 shares. Yeah. And there's a Craig one as well.
So Craig has 2.
What's that?
You had
already
said
said Craig.
once.
No, you just get the one Craig one then. Sorry about that. One
How
Craig one.
about Twitch?
Let's go check our hosts over on Twitch. Twitch host. I know I had this. I had it up at one
I
point.
hate it.
And then I need to. There it is. So we're looking for another
Hi, Capaloo.
wasted hour over on
How
Twitch.
you doing?
We've got 5 hosts over on Twitch. You get a point.
Thank you.
Princess Fussy Pants. You can go check her out, and she's going to be doing some gaming on her channel if you want to check that out and hang out with her. My friend Old Guy Gaming Time, Mike, also does the same thing. You can check him out as well on Twitch. Septic gets a point, Trey gets a point, and Patrick all get points. So there you have it. Paper is done, everybody. Danny has officially finished the
Nicely
paper.
done.
Yeah, I think Barbine won because of sharing mainly, right? I feel like that's the case.
When he won his t-shirt?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely the case. All right. That is it, everybody. That is the show. Who is the winner?
Trey's going to be our winner tonight.
Congratulations, Trey. You are the winner. We're going to need an acceptance speech from you. And what color do you want the studio to start off season 14 on Monday at 7 o'clock? While he's giving his acceptance speech and picking that color, let's take a moment to let you know that I have a podcast called Another Wasted Hour as well. It is free. There's about 140 episodes. We've been doing it for like 3 years now. And there's some trivia on there. There's a bunch of comedy. There's some crazy news and stuff like that from around the internet, all the zany things that happen. And you'll also get to hear some really great artists and musicians from the Washington, D.C. area that you've probably never heard of before. So go check that out. Subscribe. If you dig it, give us a review and 5 stars and that kind of things. For this show here, don't forget you want to subscribe and set up notifications, or follow and set up notifications so that you can be here when we start every night at 7 o'clock-ish. All right, so you don't want to miss a single question. So make sure you do that, right? And then if for some reason we are running late or there's some crazy technical difficulties and we're not just trying over and over and over again, well, then we will post that to our social media. So follow us on Twitter at @awastedhour, and then Facebook and Instagram at Another Wasted Hour. We also have a super secret group called Another Wasted Group, where we talk about new ideas and stuff for the show, some new rules and things like that. So if you want to chime in on that or you've got some cool ideas, then let us know there. And I think that's about it, right? So do we have an acceptance speech, Caitlin?
Whee! Another shirt. What? No? Shucks. Let's go camping in the rain.
There you go. Let's see. Emily says, I have 2.5 more classes to plan tonight. Danny says, Emily, I salute you on that. The 3 classes for me and full-time work is like nuts and crazy and stressful. We're going to go flame orange, a little darker, I guess, than where we're at tonight. Does that seem right? We'll give that a shot. That was a grueling win. Congrats. Says Stan Wolf. Everybody is congratulating Trey for winning the night. Thanks for everybody being such good sports on things. I think that's about it. So we're going to do flame orange.
And we'll announce our season winner. So everybody log in tomorrow because we're going to announce our season winner.
Yep. If we don't end up doing a show tomorrow, then we have to wait until Tuesday to announce it. But you want to be here Monday. We're going to do it in the halftime. So somebody's getting a shirt, just so you know.
I already know who it is.
And then heads up to everybody, don't forget, there's 2 ways that this show ends. 2 ways. 1, we start not getting enough people to start the show, which is 10 people. We need 10 people watching the show. So if we are not able to make that happen, we shut down the show. And if we get to the end of a season and everybody who participated already has a t-shirt, we're done. So you may want to spread the word to keep this thing going. Otherwise, that is how it ends. Craig says, I'll be missing most of the week again because of work. I had a great time tonight. Love y'all, and I'll see you whenever I can get back on here. No problem. We will miss you, Craig. Thank you, everybody, for hanging out with us tonight and all the nights that you do. We do appreciate it. And that's about it, everybody. So until 7 o'clock tomorrow, where we announce the winner of Season 13 and move into Season 14, we're going to blank out all the points so you can start all over and have a chance to win a t-shirt all of your own. Until then, everybody stay safe, stay healthy. If you go out, make sure you wear your mask, social distance. Well, the opposite. Social distance. If for some reason you can't do that, make sure you do have a mask on. When you're touching things, don't touch your face. Wash your damn hands. Those things we want you to be safe, and we want you to be healthy so that you can hang out with us here tomorrow night at 7 o'clock. Again, a shout out to all the essential folks who have not been able to isolate. That's a huge sacrifice that you've made, even if maybe you didn't have the choice to make it. We still want to recognize you, so thank you. And I think that's about it. So, Caitlin, what is our last word of the night?
Lugubrious.
Lugubrious. That sounds about right. So everybody have a lugubrious evening. I don't know what.
You're crying a lot.
Yeah, go cry a lot because the show's over and you're depressed and you have to wait until 7 o'clock tomorrow. Have a good night, everybody. Bye.